just wanted to give her a few minutes to go ahead and address you guys. Well, there was some confusion on when the proposal and then the subsequent party was going to happen.
Who was confused about that?
Many people, but first and foremost me. So we wanted to address that. Yeah, thank you all for being here, and I think it's special to, we've just been lonely people for so long, you know, and finally have somebody to travel through this floating orb together with, you know, so special. So.
I want the story. Sorry. Keep doing your bit, but then do the story.
Yeah. So some of y'all may have gotten a very high-tech Google Forms RSVP via text, and it indicated that there would be a proposal happening today. And this was in my mind, and then I just kind of finished with RBI stuff this past weekend, and you know, I'm generally a pretty lazy roommate and all that, and I got on a real charge to start cleaning my, what was that? Yeah, it is a little self-deprecating. That's all right. I started like cleaning my room like really hard this week, and Julia was like, "Wow, like why are you being so productive?" And
Okay, this is.
we can tell that.
Oh, we want to hear that
How would you say that?
Well, I don't think I said it like that. I think I just was
genuine shock.
asking, like, oh, he went on 2 runs on
I
Monday.
did go for
and,
2
like,
runs.
He's like, yeah.
You started early.
He was being productive. So anyways.
Yeah. So anyway, she's like, "Man, clean your room too. Like, what's going on?" And I was like, "I don't know. I got a lot of free time, and Pole's coming in town this weekend." So Pole's my best friend, John Pole.
John Paul.
John Pole.
To John.
So we're driving to get happy hour with Nancy and Charlie over there, and yeah, I was like, "Yeah, Pole's coming to town this weekend." And she goes, "Pole's coming to town this weekend." Yeah, it's like his last week that you could visit for a while.
So I asked, why is he coming in town this weekend? And he was being so casual about it.
Yeah.
Hey, that means that I'm getting proposed to this weekend. but then the weird thing is, in my head, I was also like, but he's being so casual about it. Maybe he's trying to throw me off. Like.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the original plan was to do. My mom loves taking pictures, and so she had offered to do just casual photo shoot, me and Julia, about a year ago, and just take some shots, you know. And we postponed because we've been dating for like a month and a half. But then my mom brought it up again like a month ago, and I was like, well, maybe that's one way to like be in a scenic location with Julia, and then pop the little question. And so we were going to do that at 4 o'clock today, and then go to my brother and sister-in-law's birthday dinner tonight at 7. And that was the original plan, and they were going to come here, of course. And so I just kind of like, man, I think Julia might have seen through that. And
then he tried to play it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Texted me the next day.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, you got it.
Well, he just texted me the next day and said something about like, oh, when Pole comes in town next weekend, like, and was asking about plans.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to play it off like, oh, actually, he's coming in town next weekend, not this weekend.
Yeah. And my dad and stepmom had invited us, me and Julia, to go square dancing in San Marcos. Public event, so all of y'all can actually go if you want. But next Friday, in San Marcos, she'll be working.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you gonna be working next Friday? Because Pole he works for United Airlines, and kind of fly wherever he wants. I was like, he could fly into San Antonio instead, and he'd come up with my dad and Becky. And Julia's not very sassy usually, but she goes, so you're going to go square dancing with Pole by yourself in San Marcos next week. And I was like, yeah, this is screwed. So then the next day, I went and checked out the the scenic location that my mom had picked out, and I told my mom, I was like, hey, this is like I think it could be pretty crowded on Saturday, and Julia's not the most public person ever, and you know, being that she might suspect that she's getting proposed to, her brain might explode if we're out there for like an hour just taking pictures. And so I was like, hold off for a little bit, and then my mom sends a text and is like, you know, basically all information I said, but she relayed it as best she could. She's like, well, according to the internet, you know, like, this is going to be a pretty crowded location on Saturday, and so there's not as many opportunities for photogenic places that aren't crowded. And I was just like, there's too many things going wrong. We got to call an audible here. So
this was at 1.
yeah, it was at 1:49. My mom sent that text. I was depressed for about 41 minutes, and then I thought I could just propose today instead. And so.
So he calls at 5 o'clock, and I'm at school, and he says, "My cover's blown. Can you come up and take pictures tonight?" It's
Yeah.
like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oscar, no, Mark, I can't do that.
I also didn't have the ring, so at that point,
Yeah, you have to go pick it up.
I picked up the ring, went home, called my mom. I called Nick Land, wherever he's at in there.
Yeah.
Nicholas,
He did
just
a great
such
job.
a cute boy. And he hid in a very mosquito-infested wooden area. There's like a green belt behind my house, and so I was like, all right. So I picked up the ring. I went and got flowers, and so I had Nick kind of set the stage and everything. He dropped like a rose every like 100, 150 feet, just off the side of the path, you know, little inconspicuous or whatever. And then,
Great job.
and then he had a little setup there that we'll get in a sec. So Julia was already planning on coming over just to hang out after work that night. We didn't even establish that until like 10 o'clock the night before. We were going to go happy hour with somebody that fell through. And so she comes in, and I was wearing a collared shirt and pants, and she said, "You look nice." And
But still, I thought it was happening Saturday, so I had no idea.
yeah. And then I was making dinner, which is like an annual event for me.
Had some wine.
Yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, my roommate left this behind. He said we could drink it.
Yeah, I totally believed it. I was like, oh, great, thanks, Blake.
Yeah. And then one of my roommates comes in. He's like, I don't know if y'all are doing like romantic date night or anything, but we're gonna have a couple guys over this evening. We're gonna do a little Mario Kart tournament. Y'all are free to join.
No one knew. Like, his roommates didn't know, so they were just.
Yeah.
So we're like, sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And I was like, maybe we'll go for a walk. And then another roommate comes in, and I mentioned the walk again, and not exactly his terms, but he was like, you know, it's hot as hell outside right now. Yeah, but it's shaded out there. We'll be good. And so ultimately, we ate a lovely dinner, rice and pre-prepared salmon from HEB, and then I put on my walking shoes and went for a walk. And we go out. I was like, let me show you this green belt where I ran twice in one day this week. And so we go out there, and it's a nice little patch. Oh, this is really nice, you know. And
There really was. I had no idea that there's a green belt right there. It was so pretty.
Yeah.
I was like, this is great.
Yeah. Well, then further down the path, the first rose appears, and you can kind of
So the rose was like, we're on the path, and it was just like kind of to the side. There was a rose, and I was like, Mark, look, there's a rose. That's crazy. We're just walking, and then like a little bit goes by, and there's another rose. I was like, wow, look, there's another one. I had no idea. It took me way too long to understand what was happening.
Yeah. And since I'd hatched this plan like 3 hours earlier, I didn't have the whole pitch down. That was going to be Friday's work, was to get all that sorted out. And so I was like, all right, well, maybe I can talk about if we'll do like premarital counseling, like with an actual trained counselor, or just through the Austin Stone's generic layperson, you know, whatever. And I was like, then we'll generally be on the topic of marriage. So she's sitting there going like, that's a rose. And then, you know, I'm like, yeah, but, you know, a counselor would be great because,
I literally had the thought that we were walking into someone else's proposal at one point, because I was like, finally when I realized, I was like, there are fresh roses on the side, and we were walking towards, like, that's literally what I thought.
yeah.
So I had
and
no.
we were both acting like not in our right minds, because she was like, these are fresh cut roses. And I literally said, oh, is that like normal this time of year? I didn't know what to say to that. So, finally we get to like the point where I knew we were fairly close to the spot. And I go, so anyway, beyond this whole, premarital countdown, I started saying something. I have no recollection of what it was. But then there was like a little guitar. Well, actually a normal sized guitar. There was a little bouquet of flowers on it, and I said, "These are for you, this is for me." I played her a little ditty, and Billy Joel, of course, and
Tell them which song.
Just the Way You Are. And I told Nick, I said, all right, so here's the deal. At some point, she's gonna start bawling, and then at that point, you can come out and start taking pictures. She's gonna be unconscious, and she just stood there and looked at me the whole time.
The whole time I was just thinking, wait, this is happening, because I was so shocked, so I just couldn't process it all.
Yeah, and so I finished the song, and I was like, well, she's not crying yet, so I should say something else to get her to cry. And, so I just jab her on for a little bit, still no tears. And so I was like, well, I guess you got to propose now. And so I just got down on the knee and said, Julia, will you marry me? And she said yes, and I think next word was what? And then we were engaged. So anyway, that's it. And yeah, thank you all for being here. And it really does feel with everybody here like the accumulation of everything that makes us both as individuals and now together. And I think I'm a lot more like analytical, and so I'm like, hence the what type of marriage counseling are we going to do on the way to proposing to her conversation. But I've definitely realized how much just like love and just sometimes the not necessarily rational or deserved nature of it can preserve you in so many things. And I think just seeing all y'all here, I think it's going to be something we can latch on to as we start out this wonderful journey together. So anyway, thank you all very much.